Good morning. This is Alan Crone, CEO of the Crone Law Firm, coming to you on Tuesday, April 14th, 2020, from my regular morning bulletin. I just want to say good morning to everybody. I hope everybody's doing well and ready for a good day today. I know I sure am. The weather is a little cold, which is interesting, but that's a nice change of pace. Hopefully we're going to get plenty of warm weather in the not too distant future. Today I wanted to talk just kind of briefly about one of the new things at least in my environment, and that is web-based meetings, whether it's Zoom or GoToMeeting or Cisco. There are a number of different vendors out there. More and more people are using that to conduct business, whether it's internal meetings or meetings with vendors or clients or customers or whatever. So I just want to talk a little bit about safety, cyber safety in that environment. You need to look at whatever provider you're using. I'm not an expert in cybersecurity, but you want to look at the privacy settings of those platforms, as well as make sure you really understand how to use them to ensure that your privacy. Now, some things we're going to do on those platforms, other than we really don't want strangers involved, are not sensitive, and so if somebody hacked in, it wouldn't make a big difference. But if you're me, like with a lawyer, accountant, other professionals, you want to make sure that any meetings you have on those platforms are confidential and private. You also want to make sure that it's the same thing for maybe business strategy meetings. So here are just some tips that might be helpful going into those meetings, just to make sure you understand. The first thing is to thoroughly investigate the security and privacy profiles and settings on the platform that you're using. Make sure that if it's an important conversation where you're going to discuss a lot of sensitive information and data, that you have the most stringent security settings and privacy settings possible on the platform. The second is use passcodes, particularly for very sensitive meetings where you're going to talk about a customer or client or company confidential and proprietary informations. Make sure that only people who have passwords can get into those meetings. Or some of the platforms have a waiting room where someone can vet all of the people waiting to get into the meeting. So use that option as well. And that helps you verify who's attending the meeting. Also, make sure you understand and notice the recording functions of the platform that you're using. You want to monitor whether someone is recording it or not, and then trace and see if that's a person who's authorized to be on the recording. And so that really pretty much are the tips that I've got for using those platforms. They can be very, very helpful, but I think it's a good thing to kind of slow down and realize that this is new for a lot of us to be using in such a robust way. And I think it's helpful to make sure that you understand exactly what you're getting into when you start using these platforms. I've heard some anecdotal evidence that people have hacked into, and it doesn't take a whole lot on some platforms to join meetings without authorization if you don't have all the privacy settings set. So just a word to the wise on that. Make sure that you're conscious and aware of your surroundings in the platform you're using and what's available to you there. I did a question and answer session yesterday with Mayor Conger of Jackson, Tennessee, and he has put that up on his Facebook page and some other platforms, and I've got a link to it at the bottom of this page. Please check it out. I had a good time talking with him yesterday, and I think there's some good information there. As always, please feel free to share this post or forward these emails to make sure that everyone can see them. And if you have a question, please don't hesitate to contact me using the various methods of contacting that's available on this email or through Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, or wherever you may be seeing this. Again, thank you. Have a good day. I look forward to talking with you soon. Goodbye.